Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida, exclusively on the WWE Network. This is NXT.
The following contest will determine the #1 contender for the NXT Women's Championship. Introducing first from San Jose, California, it's Bayley.
Guys, this wacky waving inflatable arm flailing two men
I
and
love
Al
'em.
Harrington loves it.
Hugs,
So
hugs.
much love.
Renee, I
So
want to
much.
hug you. I want to hug you, Rich.
Maybe
Not
keep a
so
distance.
much.
Keep
Can
a
I have a
distance.
hug, please, Renee?
Maybe we'll talk later.
Well, guys, Bayley pinned Charlotte in a 6-diva tag match a few weeks ago to earn her opportunity here tonight in this #1 contenders match for the NXT Women's Championship.
Trouble within the BFFs, man. I tell you what, it is falling apart.
It sure is. Those ladies are getting ugly for some pretty girls.
I told you, girls can't be friends.
Oh, stop it. What do you know about that? I have lots of girlfriends. Her opponent from Raleigh, North Carolina, Summer Rae.
Well, we know how Bayley earned her way into this match, but Renee Young, how did Summer get here?
Well, it seems to me that Summer went to the brass to finagle a spot for the #1 contendership. Yes, in classic Summer Rae fashion, looking out for
Summer
herself in
deserves a
this
spot.
situation.
Look what Summer has done.
What
She's
has Summer
coming off
done?
a great movie run. She's part of the Divas show. I mean, look what this girl's done. Her credibility speaks for itself.
I mean, those are two very different things. Being in a movie and being on Total
Listen,
Divas are great accolades,
She
but I need
has
to see more
accomplishments
from her in the ring.
Listen, if Trish Stratus came out of retirement, I'd want her in my team. I'd give her the #1 spot.
Trish Stratus, of course, that's Trish Stratus. She's one of the best divas in WWE history.
Summer's been gone for a while. She should start off right where she left.
No doubt who the NXT Universe is behind here, guys. Bayley and Summer Rae getting set for one-on-one action. Again, this match to determine the new #1 contender for the NXT Women's Championship right now held by Charlotte. And we'd like to take a minute to welcome you all to the free preview week here on the WWE Network that ends next Monday, July 14th at midnight. You can take advantage of the massive on-demand library, over 2,000 hours of content with access to every WWE pay-per-view, including the Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, and even WrestleMania. All this is just $9.99 a month. It's easy to watch on TV, just like Netflix or Hulu Plus.
Whoa! Go Bayley!
What would you think of seeing Summer Rae and Charlotte together facing off in the ring? I mean, comparable in the ring. They have very similar body types, very similar styles.
Look at
Whoa.
Bayley. Look at the creativity. She's having some fun in there tonight.
I tell you, I'd like to see her get a win. It's not about fun tonight. You know, like you said earlier, Renee, Summer trained Charlotte. She brought her up. She took her under her wing. It'd be a classic match, and I'd like to see if she taught her everything that she knows.
Look at Bayley again.
Bayley having
That's
fun
amazing.
in there.
Listen to the NXT Universe. I mean, absolutely loving what Bayley's doing in the ring tonight.
You know, I do like it, but that's not going to beat Summer spinning around on her back. Right there, that will beat Summer.
I mean, Summer always has stuff up her sleeve. She's never going to show all of her cards at once. That's not her style.
Summer looking a little desperate right here, rolling out of the ring and right back in, and caught Bayley with the boot. As Bayley trying to get back in the ring here, cover, hook of the leg, and a kick out by Bayley at 1.
You know, Bayley's on quite a roll right now, so dangerous. I always say this, momentum is so important. And beating Charlotte, having a win over the NXT Diva Championship, that's huge.
I mean, just the confidence you
Guys,
get from her.
look right here. Look at Charlotte, the look of concern on Charlotte's
Ah.
face as, well, backstage looking at potentially who she's going to face in a few weeks.
I don't
She
think-
must feel a huge threat, though, if she were to go up against
Oh,
her.
look at the roll up there, cover and a kick out.
They claim to be best friends. I don't want to fight my best friend because they know a lot about you.
They know all of your dark secrets.
I don't know if they
all
know their
those
secrets. I know
skeletons
they're
in
all
the
their
closet.
strengths and weaknesses.
Look at what Summer Rae just did there, pulling the hair tie or the headband
I've said
right
it-
off of the noggin of Bayley.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. You do not pull a woman's hair tie out.
Summer using the 5 count to her advantage. As you guys were kind of talking about a little bit, Charlotte, cover here, hook of the leg, and a kick out at 2. Guys, Charlotte knows both of these competitors very, very well. Of course, Bayley and Charlotte were a tag team at one point.
Yeah, but I mean, everything that Charlotte and Summer have been through.
Cover here and again, a kick out. Bayley staying alive in this #1 contenders
Wish she hooked the
matchup.
leg there. I wish she hooked the leg.
It could come to a full blow if these two women meet for the championship.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Look at Bayley, look at Bayley.
Here we go.
And Summer Rae now is trying to jam Bayley's head into the mat.
Oh, she countered.
Bayley caught it. Bayley caught it face first.
Oh. Come on, Bayley.
Movie stars do not like being hit in the face.
Both of these
That's
young
the
ladies
money.
know what is on the line. A shot at the NXT Women's Championship. What is what are they saying? Bayley's gonna hug you?
Hug you. That sounds great.
That sounds awesome to me.
I don't think Bayley wants to hug Summer right now.
I would say not, no.
Uh-oh, here goes Bayley.
And Bayley's got her eye on the prize tonight.
And what a big prize it is. Huge for her career.
Oh my
Look
gosh.
out, look out. She pulled the hair tie. Oh! The big spear right into the gut.
Uh-oh.
And Bayley's feeling it.
I mean, what a great women's champion she would be, too. I mean, just everything she
Bayley, look at the
represents.
suplex. Fantastic move into the cover. Could be enough. New #1 contender. No.
Come on, Bayley. Come on, Bayley. Don't let her breathe.
Oh, what a kick.
I don't know if that connected totally.
Maybe the opportunity that Summer Rae needs. Cover. Oh, hold on. Yeah, 2-0.
Oh.
Referee almost came with the 2 count. Summer Rae took some time trying to hook the leg, Jason.
Yep. I think she needed to react a little bit quicker than that. I don't know if that kick caught everything there.
Oh. Bayley with the counter to the second rope. Oh, look at the elbow.
Come on, Bayley. Come on, Bayley.
Summers, since she has
Hold
come
on,
back.
look
love
out,
this.
look out. Bayley to belly reversed. And look at Summer Rae. Oh! The Summer Crush. Oh! Summer Rae
Wow.
is the new #1 contender.
And she's not happy.
Contender for the NXT
Wow.
Women's Championship.
For Summer
Rae.
to secure this victory tonight, now we're going to see Summer go up against her former best friend, Charlotte, who is the women's champion right now. It's going to be an absolutely amazing
And
match.
guys, here's Charlotte again looking on backstage. And again, you said these girls know each other very, very well.
I don't know if Charlotte is very happy right now. Could I say it's teacher versus student here? And let's see if the teacher taught her everything she knows.
Let's not forget that the student is a Flair.
Oh, what a matchup that was. And welcome again to NXT. Rich Brennan alongside Renee Young and the returning Jason Albert. Good to see
It
you.
is good to be back. You know, I took last week off. I felt like my good friend Alex Riley needed a few more reps.
I miss seeing your big head down there.
Well, guys,
we gotta go.
guys, last week Tyson Kidd attacked Sami Zayn, and Justin Gabriel getting mixed into the fray a little bit. Thankfully, Adrian Neville was there to help his good friend Sami Zayn. Here's what Zayn and Neville had to say about that attack.
Gentlemen, just want to get your comments.
1 second, buddy. Sammy, you all right, man? That was cheap. That was real cheap, boys, huh? You think you're big, you think you're clever. Shameful, mate, shameful.
You know, the way Tyson Kidd's been acting lately, I wish I could say I was surprised, but the truth is, it's my fault. I should have seen that coming. Because the world is starting to see exactly what kind of person this guy is. I'm just a little surprised that Justin Gabriel was so easy to brainwash, especially after going toe-to-toe like that for 20 minutes, but it's okay. Neville here. Maybe they didn't count on Adrian Neville, my friend. This isn't the last they've heard of either of us.
Here with me now are WWE superstars Justin Gabriel and Tyson Kidd. Justin, last week on NXT, your actions were pretty surprising. What was going through your mind?
Dave and I simply made a choice. I made a choice not to be a loser anymore. You know, I started at NXT, and 4 years down the line, somehow, I find myself back. And that's not a slag on NXT, because the talents here are phenomenal. Take Sami Zayn and Adrian Neville, for instance. Two fantastic talents, but they're not on my level. They don't have the skill that I have. They don't have the experience that I have. And they definitely don't have my look. See, Tyson Kidd was right all along. And it took just one more loss for me to realize that. Sometimes to get ahead in life, you just have to break some rules.
Well, guys, Sami Zayn and Adrian Neville won't have to wait long to get their hands on Tyson Kidd and Justin Gabriel. That match is our main event tonight on NXT.
New to WWE Network.
The Mega Powers, yeah!
The greatest rematch, Andre the Giant against Hulk Hogan. Macho Man against Jake the Snake.
Saturday night's main event.
For the first time ever, the event that changed the face of network television is available on demand. And it all begins with the groundbreaking episodes from the most influential decade in WWE history, the 1980s. Available anytime, anywhere, only on WWE Network. Saturday night's main event, the 1980s on demand, available now on WWE Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tyler Breeze, the #1 contender and award-winning music video artist, has entered the building. This match is set for one fall. Introducing first, making his way to the ring from Mexico City, Mexico, weighing 198 pounds, Sin Cara.
Welcome back to NXT here tonight on the WWE Network. And guys, what a treat. Sin Cara is here tonight at Full Sail.
I'm ready for this action.
I'll tell you what, Sin Cara never seems to disappoint. I love the high flying, man.
Sin Cara looking to reestablish himself, and what better place to do it than with the future superstars of WWE here at NXT. Getting set for one-on-one action tonight against Wesley Blake.
Wesley Blake, trained by Dory Funk. Lived with Dory for many years. This is a tough individual.
These are very different superstars to be matched up. I mean, how would you compare their two styles, Jason?
Well, one's a ground and pound guy and one's an aerialist. But I tell you what, I'm always a big fan of ground and pound. Watch this Wesley Blake. He's a dangerous man. This man used to catch rattlesnakes with his bare hand.
He's all-American farm boy.
Not only is he a little bit crazy.
Contrasting styles, and a roll up there, kick out at one.
I question his intelligence. He has no fear.
And Sin Cara, the creativity. Could be enough to put away Blake, no.
But to have Sin Cara here at NXT to prove a point, I mean, he is a threat down here. And he's come here to establish himself
Renee,
again.
you said it best, to prove a point. I look at this right now for Sin Cara as a proving ground right here. Just like it is for Gabriel, just like it is for Kidd. They're here to prove themselves.
And you know, he's actually one of the only luchas to
Wesley Blake going for the victory and a kick out at one.
To fully cover his face with his mask. I mean, we see them obviously covered for the most part, but he has everything on his mask covered.
It's going to make it hard to breathe, Jason.
You think I'd cover this
over the
face?
top rope. And here comes Sin Cara.
You got a face for radio.
Oh, diving through the ropes. And Wesley Blake going hard down on that entrance ramp.
You know, Sin Cara not afraid to put his body on the line, but at times it can cost him. Right there, it didn't.
Guys, let's take another look at Sin Cara diving through the ropes. Fearless attack.
Wesley Blake needs to slow the pace down right now. He needs to take Sin Cara's knees out, take away some breath from him.
Oh, what a shot. Wesley Blake, an arm breaker there. Into the cover, trying to put away Sin Cara, who kicks out.
There's something to be said for that farm boy strength, the training that goes from, you know, baling hay and working on farms and being that cowboy mentality.
I call that tendon strength. And Wesley Blake is a strong man. I've seen him in
Hook of the leg here. Is it enough? No. Blake just going to work on that left arm of Sin Cara.
I love what he's doing. See, exactly what I said, what Wesley Blake is doing right now. He is controlling the pace of the match. He's not letting Sin Cara get that almighty momentum going.
But we can never underestimate the just how much pressure Sin Cara has on him right now as well.
Absolutely not.
Guys, if you want to get involved in this matchup tonight on Twitter, use the hashtag WWENXT. There's Wesley Blake and Sin Cara in action here. And Sin Cara trying to rise back to his feet and regain control of this matchup.
Oh!
Wesley Blake going hard into the mat there, face first. And Sin Cara.
Shake it off. He's got to shake it off.
Here's those kicks. Ooh! Whoa!
Here we go. Time to get those high-flying maneuvers in.
Once the pace picks up, it favors Sin Cara.
Sin Cara again with a crossbody off the second rope.
Crossbody. Beautiful. Not many prettier.
Oh. Whoa, look at the athleticism of Sin Cara. Into the cover here, going for the win, trying to put away Blake in a kick out.
Wesley needs to create some space right now. Find where he is, needs to get oriented.
Wesley Blake staggered around a bit in. Sin Cara heading towards the turnbuckles, a big kick, maybe thinking of flying.
That doesn't help your orientation out too much right there.
Sin
That'll rattle your
Cara
brain.
to the top rope. This is where he's comfortable, Sin Cara. Whoa!
Beautiful.
High angle senton. Cover. And Sin Cara victorious tonight on NXT.
Proving a point at NXT. He is here to leave a mark.
Sin Cara.
That is a big win for Sin Cara. And I'm sure the NXT locker room is watching this right now, because here's a man that you should not blink.
Guys, let's take a look at Sin Cara flying from the top rope. And look at the height that he gets.
Look at the elevation all down across the midsection of Wesley Blake. Wesley, thanks for coming. 1, 2, 3.
Sin Cara victorious here tonight on NXT.
Hey.
Hey, what's up? Something bothering you? I couldn't see.
No, nothing's wrong.
Say it.
Nothing's wrong. It was weird, that interview that you did.
Matt, that wasn't an interview, okay? That was an ambush. I tried to set something up, and Renee thought she'd be cute and try to throw in some funny questions, so...
But it was almost like you were blaming me for losing to Neville, and that's how I interpreted it. Like, watching it back, that's what it looked like.
I was simply stating facts, and I'm sorry if you took it that way. You know I love you, and I didn't mean for you to feel that way. That's not...
No, but I love you too, and I'm always going to support you in everything you do. Nobody's had your back more than me. Nobody. But your attitude lately has been awful, and I don't want to be a part of that. I don't get a good vibe off of it one bit.
Okay, you don't want to be a part of it? So you don't want to come to the ring with me tonight?
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
Okay, well, I'm going to go to the ring, and today's the beginning of the Tyson Kidd role. If you want to be a part of it, that's cool, and I'd love that. And if you don't want to, if you want to hang out back here because it looks like a lot of fun to do, choice is yours. Make a good one.
Tonight's main event will see our NXT champion Adrian Neville team up with Sami Zayn to take on Justin Gabriel and Tyson Kidd.
Follow me into the jungle. Ain't no God on my streets, in the heart of the jungle. Won't you follow me into the jungle?
Who would have thought me, the new #1 contender for the NXT Women's Championship?
Yeah, because you deserve that, don't you? I'm sure you thought about that, right?
Actually, I did. And you know, Sasha, just because the BFFs are over doesn't mean that we can't hang out again.
Hang out? That's exactly what Charlotte said to me after we were done tag teaming.
Forget about Charlotte. Once I win the title, everyone will forget about her too. And then when I win the title, you're gonna want to be best friends with me again, so I suggest you get used to the summer of summer. That lipstick looks amazing. I know.
Welcome back to NXT, and for those of you joining us for the first time on the WWE Network, we hope you're enjoying this free preview week.
CJ Parker.
Listen, man, I don't mind a man who stands by his values or his convictions.
No,
But
it's great.
Don't push him on me. Like CJ's right. If there is no planet B, he wants to push the save Mother Earth. That's fine, but don't push it on me.
Well, CJ Parker's been out here in recent weeks with signs, was here at NXT TakeOver out in the NXT universe, carrying signs around, and essentially he's trying to jam his message down everybody's throats.
But it's a good message.
I'm not saying whether it's good or bad, but the point is he's being forceful. He's getting up on the bully pulpit and just trying to force his views on everyone.
Well, if you're not going to be forceful, no one's going to listen. He's doing what he's got to do.
I have tons of good messages. I don't choose to force people to believe what I believe.
Well, maybe you should get on a soapbox and start spreading the word.
What?
Soapbox.
No idea what you're talking about.
It's a term.
I said some things last week that I'm not very fond of. Xavier Woods, if you could, please come out here.
I love this guy.
Hey, this guy's got a lot going for him. He spreads good words, too. He's got a message. He's a sharp-dressed man, too.
He's
nice
a
blue suit.
sharp-dressed man. He looks
Everybody
good.
goes crazy about it.
I'll tell you, this man is just always in a good move, always looking to get better. I'm a big fan of Xavier Woods. And a smart man.
Yeah, you also used to dance with the Funkadactyls. Of course, you're going to give a slight lean to Xavier Woods.
No, he's smart that he left us.
Yeah, you're not a very good dancer.
Whoa, I resemble that remark.
I don't want things to get out of hand between me and you. I've been gone for a while, and last week was my return, and I was a little overzealous. I was a little overconfident. I had adrenaline pumping through my veins, and I said some things that I shouldn't have said. And I'm sorry. I truly am.
So, let me recap just for me, just for them. So you got a little excited last week after your match, and you decided to pop off like a 12-year-old after your match with me as the subject. CJ, you said it last week, I'm about to have my PhD, and that means that I'm not an idiot. And it also means that I use logic, which is lucky for you because logic is the only thing that's keeping me from ripping that rainbow-colored bird's nest off the back of your head.
Look, I told you that things don't have to go down like this. I came out here to say sorry, to extend an olive branch, bury the hatchet. I want to offer peace, and I suggest that you accept it.
Come on.
I didn't want it to be like this, Xavier Woods. I wanted to say I was sorry.
Come on, that is terrible. You know,
Yeah, real way to spread the peace.
yeah,
movement.
right? Spread the peace and attack a man from behind.
Unbelievable.
Come on, CJ, man. You're better than that.
Another shot fired as the issues between CJ Parker and Xavier Woods escalate here tonight on NXT. The last of a dying breed, Bull Dempsey, is in action next on NXT.
Exclusively on WWE Network, Total Divas.
Shut up!
Now, if you thought these sexy, smart women threw down in the ring, wait till you see what happened when they took the drama home.
You're just so ungrateful. It really makes me hate you guys. I don't need you to come over to my place and like just be a bitch. I don't want to deal with it.
If you was committed to me like you was a job, we wouldn't be sitting right here going through this.
Total Divas. Watch anytime on demand, exclusively on WWE Network.
Champ, how are you today? Not quite yet, sir. Not quite yet. We haven't won those NXT tag team titles quite yet. That is true. But one day soon, I guarantee we will be the greatest tag team in all of the land. Oh yes, and then we will both be champs. Champs it is. It is. Yes, it is. Ha Excelsior. Excelsior.
Welcome back here to NXT. Rich Brennan alongside Jason Albert and Renee Young. And those Vaudevillains, what an interesting duo.
Oh, I love watching these guys. I never know what they have up their sleeve. Entertainers.
I don't get it yet, but they can be dangerous.
I'll tell you what, if the Vaudevillains want a shot at the Ascension, it's going to take a lot of work to knock down the longest reigning NXT Tag Team Champions.
We have laid waste to every tag team in the NXT universe. Now, bring us something new to destroy.
El Local and Kalisto running into the buzzsaw that is the Ascension. Ascension are just too big and too powerful. It's all about intimidation, physical, mental. That's what Ascension does. Fallen Man wiping out El Local. This did not end well for El Local and Kalisto here tonight. Another chapter in Ascension's book of total maximum carnage.
What a night it's been so far here on NXT, and well, we've seen a lot of exciting things happen here tonight, including a new #1 contender for the NXT Women's Championship.
Summer Rae, she's going to be in action against her former BFF, Charlotte.
Well, right now, though, we send it down to the ring, and we get another look at the huge, huge Bull Dempsey, who has taken NXT by storm.
All man.
Making his way to the ring from Brooklyn, New York, weighing 304 pounds, Bull Dempsey.
I don't think this man has experienced a lot of love in his life.
What do you mean?
I don't think he's been hugged many times.
I don't know, he's probably had a couple deep embraces.
I would doubt that.
It looks like his mom probably loves him very much.
This is a kid who grew up on the streets of New York City, had to beg, borrow, and steal for everything he needed to survive.
Bull Dempsey made his debut here on NXT 2 weeks ago.
Very impressive.
Called himself the last of a dying breed.
Oh, believe me, he is.
He's like an American mastodon.
an American Mastodon.
Yeah, there's only 4,000 of them left in the world. It's a dying breed.
Did CJ Parker tell you that?
No, Wikipedia did.
One-on-one action here tonight for Dempsey against Angelo Dawkins. Oh, the strength of Bull Dempsey.
You know, one thing I will say is that he's just a brute man. There's so many manicured men that are caring so much about what they look like. He's out here to be the man. I respect that.
Look at the reversal. Look at the reversal by Bull Dempsey. Dawkins trying to take down Dempsey, and he got him right into the headlock.
I think Bull's trying to rip his head off. This man,
I think he'd be successful at it if he really put his back into it. I mean, here at NXT, we have so many superstars on the rise, and he is one of those guys you've got to keep your eye on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh!
The ham hocks on this guy. Whoa!
Angelo Dawkins, sunset flip, and look at Bull Dempsey.
That may break your sternum right there.
It's not a place you want to find yourself.
Trying to bludgeon Angelo Dawkins.
I don't know if he actually cares about winning right now, because I think he could pin Mr. Dawkins. Oh!
You think he's out here to just brutalize a man?
Looks like a one-man crime spree. Could get arrested on the streets for doing this.
Look at Dempsey. Look at Dempsey. Oh! Huge headbutt right into the chops. Angelo Dawkins, his teeth might be rattled around like a couple of pennies in a coffee can. My goodness.
Wow, those are well placed right there, right across the jawline.
Cover here, Dempsey. Well, not even going for the cover.
What did I say? He doesn't care about winning, he cares about hurting.
It's like that high school bully.
Like I said, I don't think he was loved or hugged. I'd like to see him and Bailey in the same room.
Oh, God.
Dempsey, bring him out.
Dempsey just clobbering away in the corner. Angelo Dawkins feeling the effects of the anger of Bull Dempsey.
Look at that face. Look at that mug. That's a mug that I don't even know if a mother would love.
I wouldn't want to pass him in a dark alley, that's for sure.
Oh. Dawkins trying to
right,
stage a comeback, and look at Dempsey just shaking it off.
Oh, he got the big man down.
Big drop kick by
Dawkins
Angelo
gotta keep
Dawkins.
it moving.
Oh, what an elbow.
Trying to build some momentum there. It's hard against Bull Dempsey.
How quickly did Dempsey stop that little flurry?
Dempsey trying to size
Don't
up
get up,
Dawkins.
Don't get up, Dawkins.
Ooh!
By the ear.
Look at the anger on the look of the face of Dempsey, the big bulldozer. Bull Dempsey bludgeoning Angelo Dawkins.
Here is your winner, Bull Dempsey.
Very, very impressive, this mastodon, as you call him.
I would call him a mastodon, an American mastodon, a Brooklyn mastodon, if you will.
Brooklyn.
If we're going to get really specific.
I like one-man crime spree.
Guys, let's take a look at how this one unfolded here tonight. And Bull Dempsey just, again, pummeling away at Angelo Dawkins, and the impact.
I like to call that imposing his will on his opponent. He did whatever he wanted, when he wanted.
Forceful.
Bull Dempsey victorious here tonight on NXT, and looks like he has something to say.
Bull Dempsey is the wrecking ball, and I'm not gonna stop until I am NXT champion.
I kind of believe him.
He's going to have to power through some superstars, but at this rate, he's well on his way.
Kind of believe him. You can look at a lot of people and tell if you see if they really believe in what they're saying. I do believe Bull Dempsey believes in what he is saying.
Hey guys, this is Sami Zayn. Please welcome my guest at this time, NXT champion Adrian Neville.
Sami.
Adrian, I want to ask you the question. The entire NXT universe has been dying to find out what possessed you to come out to old Sami Zayn's rescue here last week after a beatdown at the hands of Justin Gabriel and Tyson Kidd.
Well, let me tell you, all right? Me and you, Sami, we go way back.
We do.
So if anybody attacks you, I'll always have your back. But let me ask you a question. What's next?
Well, there's an easy answer to that. Right now, I give this microphone back to Devin Taylor, who's standing right over there, and you and I go to the ring, and we show Tyson Kidd and Justin Gabriel exactly what it is that they signed up for.
Let's do it.
We're out.
You ever hear of a guy's name who's Robert Wolf?
Who's asking?
A couple of suits said they were federal agents.
You can't go around taking the law into your own hands now, can you?
Couldn't let them walk free. When they catch you, it'll be life. Rated R.
Welcome back here to NXT. It is time for our main event.
And what an exciting main event it should be.
Team match set for one fall. Introducing first from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing 196 pounds, Sami Zayn.
I tell you, Sami Zayn is so dangerous, but when his back's up against the wall, he is a very, very dangerous man. He leaves nothing behind.
He gets work done in his
Work
office.
done. So we assume that the ring is his office?
Yes, of course.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Big tag team match here tonight. Sami Zayn, well, attacked last week after a match with Justin Gabriel. And well, I'll tell you what, luckily for Sami Zayn, the NXT champion, Adrian Neville, was there to help him out.
I tell you, I guess Neville and Zayn are good friends. I was surprised.
Those guys have traveled the world together. They have wrestled all over the world together. Of course they're friends.
When you're a champion, your friends are few and far between.
Fair.
How does he breathe in that smoke?
Good question.
That's what I want to
He
know.
runs through it very quickly. Hold your breath and get in
So-
the ring and then regain composure.
Like I was saying earlier, your friends are few and far between. When Tyson Kidd attacked Zayn, I was very surprised that Adrian Neville came down to the ring.
You know what? Adrian Neville, he's a champion, but he's a good man, and he's friends with Sami Zayn. If he sees him in a bind, of course he's going to come to his side.
Their opponents, first from Cape Town, South Africa, weighing 213 pounds, Justin Gabriel.
Well, Jason, it was Tyson Kidd who maybe got inside the head a little bit of Justin Gabriel and maybe caused that attack last week on Zayn.
The gateway to someone's soul is through his eyes. Look at those eyes right there of Justin Gabriel. I think that Tyson Kidd will do wonders for Justin Gabriel and get him back on the path that he needs to be on.
Seems to me they're both a little derailed right now.
Desperate times, desperate measures.
Listen to the NXT universe.
Much love for Natalya, the Queen of Hearts.
Renee, in that interview you had with Tyson Kidd, dare I say you were stirring the pot to see if there were marital problems?
Stirring
I don't
the
know if there's
pot?
marital problems right there with me.
I have a little journalistic integrity to get to the bottom of a story, and if that's where I have to go with it, that's where I have to go, but it's not even my choice. I'm doing my job.
Answer my question right now then. Is there marital problems right there?
I mean, bubbling on the surface, there might be something going on. I don't live in their house, so I cannot say yes or no, but I mean, it doesn't look like everything is smooth and 100%.
This ought to be an exciting main event here tonight. Justin Gabriel and Tyson Kidd teaming up against the NXT champion Adrian Neville and Sami Zayn. Zayn and Neville, no doubt, looking to get some revenge after Zayn was attacked last week by Kidd and Gabriel. And once again, we'd like to welcome you all to the free preview week here on the WWE Network. That free preview ends next Monday, July 14th at midnight. It's just $9.99 a month, and you get access to every WWE pay-per-view, including Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, and even WrestleMania. Over 2,000 hours of content. It's just $9.99 a month, and just like Hulu Plus and Netflix, it's easy to watch on your TV.
Sami now, look how Sami's angry right now, man. Here's the man who jumped him last week. I'm surprised that he didn't keep on laying into Tyson Kidd.
Another
right there.
quick tag, and Adrian Neville back into the ring. Adrian Neville saying earlier the reason that he came to Sami Zayn's aid last week, if you pick a fight with Sami, you pick a fight with me. These guys are very, very good friends, have known each other for quite a long time.
And quite the deep history, obviously, between Tyson Kidd and Adrian Neville at this point.
Now the tag made and Sami Zayn back into the ring.
I wonder if they're friends truly or they just respect each other.
I mean, they are both respectful and respected superstars, Sami Zayn and Adrian Neville.
Chop by Sami Zayn.
Because don't think for a second Sami Zayn doesn't want that title off of Adrian Neville.
Of course.
Zayn going to work on the left shoulder, the left arm
I
of
think that might
Tyson
have
Kidd.
been the hard left that he hit him with right there.
Tyson Kidd getting the knee into the gut, quick tag, and
Let's
here
see
comes
if we see a
Justin
different Gabriel right here.
Good arm drag takedown into the cover here and a kick out.
I'm looking forward to see if we see a different Justin Gabriel, if he can get his wits about him.
Tag made and Adrian Neville now the legal man.
Very impressed with how well these two are working. Uh-oh.
Look at the
This could be
teamwork.
dangerous.
Look at the teamwork.
Whoa!
What a corkscrew by Neville.
Is that it?
Hook of the leg here, trying to put him away. And Gabriel able to kick out.
What can't this man do? Very impressive.
Let's take another look at that. Unbelievable move by Adrian Neville.
You realize how hard it is to contort your body up the top rope? How about doing it off of another man's back?
We have so many impressive pairings in the tag division, and to see Adrian Neville and Sami Zayn work like that together, obviously one as the NXT champion, but they look good together.
Rich, I want to try that later on. Can I get on your back and try to see if I can do that?
I'll give you
Preferably
$1 to
not.
let him do that.
Absolutely not.
What a wuss.
I want to see the dirty, nasty side of Justin Gabriel right now.
Tag made and in comes Tyson Kidd.
I feel like that's the side both of them are really willing to show right now with Tyson Kidd and Justin Gabriel. That nasty streak.
No, I guess Natty is cool with that nasty streak right there because it's all about winning.
Look at Adrian Neville. Look at Adrian Neville in the second row. Crossbody. Hook of the leg. Cover. Center of the ring and a kick out.
You got to figure Natty wants to be married to a winner, so I'm sure she wants her husband to win.
Natty wants to be married to a winner, but we saw what she did. She calls the matches right down the middle. When he wanted to get that chair during his rematch with Adrian Neville, she stepped in.
What a chop by Sami Zayn, who's now the legal man in the ring.
Which I do not agree with. I don't think she should have stepped in.
Guys, fluid tags here. Neville and
I'm
Zayn
very
working
impressed with
very,
how
very
well
well.
they're working.
I think Natalya was absolutely in the right.
See if we get a clean break from Tyson Kidd.
Oh, and
Zayn
I think
blocked
Sami
it in
didn't
an elbow.
Sami didn't think he was getting one either.
Oh!
Sami can get out of that corner, Sami.
Oh, up and over the top rope, and Sami Zayn going down hard to the outside. Will Sami Zayn and Adrian Neville be able to withstand the assault of Gabriel and Kidd? We'll find out as NXT rolls on.
They are global entertainers, professionally trained athletes, WWE superstars. But they are not invincible. They take real risks and endure unimaginable pain. Broken bones, torn muscles, dislocations, separations. Be smart, be safe. Don't try this at home.
Ooh! Back to action here on NXT. Justin Gabriel going for the win here.
During
Quick
the
one
break, it's
count.
been all Gabriel and Kidd just taking it to Sami Zayn, grounding Sami, not letting him get to that corner. He needs to make a tag to Adrian Neville right now.
Now, both Justin Gabriel and Tyson Kidd, former WWE Tag Team champs separately.
They know
Tag
how
made
to
and
win.
Tyson Kidd back into the ring. It was Justin Gabriel earlier tonight explaining what happened last week. And look at Gabriel there putting his hands up. But Gabriel saying he's decided not to be a loser anymore. That was very different from what Gabriel was saying earlier in the night.
Look at this. He just putting it to him right now. I've been in the ring with Tyson Kidd many a times. I don't think I've ever seen him that aggressive. These two got to be careful, though. They got a 5 count.
Tag made and Gabriel back into the ring, but it seems like Tyson Kidd, look out. Oh!
Jason, would you say these are cracks in Tyson Kidd, or do you think that this is a better side of him?
Cover here and a kick out by Zayn at 2.
In my opinion, this is a better side of Tyson Kidd. Tyson is fighting like he has nothing to lose right now. And when you're a man that fights with nothing to lose, you're a dangerous, dangerous individual.
Oh,
my
what
goodness.
teamwork. What teamwork. That could be all for Sami Zayn, and he's able to kick out. Where does Zayn find the energy?
Look at Tyson putting his body in between Sami and Neville. So smart. That's why he was a WWE Tag Team Champion. How about that kick to the grill?
Wow.
Think all his teeth are still there?
To have them be synced
Dentist
up
dream.
so quickly together, how impressive is that for Tyson Kidd and Justin Gabriel?
Like I said earlier, these two are both past WWE Tag Team Champions. They know how to win. They know what it takes to win.
Tag made and Gabriel back into the ring.
How much time does it take to develop that kind of a rapport with your partner?
Well, let's not forget, these two have battled over and over again, so they know what each other is good at, their strengths and weaknesses, and they're playing to it right now, and we see that.
Justin Gabriel again going for the win, trying to put away Sami Zayn and a kick out. Zayn able to stay alive and desperate to make a tag to Adrian Neville.
If anyone here at NXT has heart in him, it is Sami Zayn.
It's Sami Zayn.
Zayn trying to fight off Gabriel.
Keeps on kicking.
Ooh, look out, that could be the opening.
Oh,
yes,
no.
Here comes Neville.
The champ.
Oh,
there
one
goes
for you.
Tyson Kidd, Adrian Neville. Ooh.
A fresh Adrian Neville, you gotta think, oh!
There's those vicious kicks.
It's a burst of
Adrian
energy.
Neville.
He hits the rope so fast, then explodes even faster.
Look at that! Hook of the leg, trying to put away Gabriel. No!
Wow.
Just by inches.
I thought that was
Good
it.
for Gabriel. The toughness of Justin Gabriel, man. Tough man. Just took a kick right to the grill, a chin check, standing moonsault, and he's still fighting.
Oh, look out.
Oh, keep your eye on the prize, Neville.
Adrian Neville's clearly had enough of Tyson
Oh,
Kidd.
that's it. That's it.
That could be all here. Gabriel shoulders down and a kick out of 2, and here comes Tyson Kidd.
So smart by Tyson. So smart by Tyson.
Dragging his
Gotta
partner
make that
over
tag.
close enough to make the tag. Genius move there, but desperate as well. As Kidd now off the top. Oh, what a counter by Adrian Neville. That could be enough. Shoulders are down, and again a kick out. Wow.
So close. What a war.
And Adrian Neville has had so much time to size up Tyson Kidd at this point, with how many times that they've seen each other in the ring.
Adrian Neville setting up Tyson Kidd, and Neville going to the top rope, thinking Red Arrow.
Keep your eye on the prize, Neville.
Adrian Neville. Oh! Tyson Kidd able to dive at the ropes and knock Neville off.
Oh, this could be big. We've seen
Kidd
him
with
win
the
with
elbow
this.
drop, going for the victory here, and Sami Zayn able to break up the
Sami Zayn
pinfall.
helping his partner
He got the
out.
2.
That was close. That was close.
Timing is everything right now.
Oh, look
he's
at
so
it.
smart.
Clearly.
The legal men in the ring are Tyson Kidd and the NXT champion Adrian Neville.
That elbow, man. Neville's got to make the tag right now. So important.
These two
He is-
competitors know each other so well. Ooh! Adrian Neville trying to duck under.
Oh!
Diving through the ropes. And
Whoa, whoa,
Sami
whoa, whoa.
Zayn from the top rope.
Was there a tag?
Flying crossbody, cover it! Oh, kick out. What action here tonight in our main event?
That's amazing.
Natalya clearly distressed at ringside.
Listen to the NXT universe. I could not agree more. This is awesome.
Oh, look at Tyson Kidd doing whatever it
The
takes.
nasty side.
Yeah, this streak that he has.
Just clawed at another man's face.
Down Sami Zayn. That's a long way down, Jason.
Oh,
Jason, you said that you've spent so much time in the ring with Tyson Kidd.
And this is a different side of Tyson Kidd. You know what? I love seeing it.
Sami
Oh,
Zayn,
no.
Sami Zayn thinking something big. Here comes Zayn through the air.
I love seeing it. I just necessarily don't know if it's the smartest move to do.
Guys, look at the athleticism. What an amazing match this has been.
Oh, I think this kid's knee hurt. I think kid's knee might be hurt.
That old injury is rising up.
Oh, come on, Sammy. I guess the referee's holding Sammy back. Oh, this couldn't be good. I hope this man doesn't re-injure that man.
Sammy's.
Oh,
look out!
God.
Is Natalya okay?
He took his wife down.
The concern on the face of Sami Zayn and well, Tyson Kidd maybe going to check here. And, look out, look out! Shoulders are down and, oh man!
Wow.
What?
Wow.
For him to knock his wife off of the apron and not care, he would rather get the victory than worry about whether his wife is okay or not. It's disgusting.
He didn't knock his wife off, he got pushed into her. And I think that was very intelligent. Look, he cares about his wife. He didn't want to run into her.
Seems to me like Tyson cares about victories, and that's it.
Tyson making the most out of the opportunity given. That is what a champion does.
Tyson has this new nasty streak, but what I'm seeing now is disgusting.
Guys, let's take a look at what transpired moments ago. Natalya showing concern.
Look at, see there, you see right there. He got punched into her.
But watch Tyson Kidd.
Yeah, for him to act like he's gonna go out and check on her and then to get that pin on Sami Zayn, care about that instead of the well-being of his wife?
I thought that was very, very wise, Renee. I'm surprised you don't feel the same way.
I'm sure Natalya doesn't feel the same way either.
Well, intentional or not, Natalya finds herself in the eye of the storm. Tyson Kidd so engulfed in his own pursuits, he doesn't even realize the chaos he creates around himself.
And this is huge for Tyson Kidd. Very dangerous for the NXT locker room. Here's a man that you do not want to build confidence right now. You keep giving Tyson Kidd confidence. Look out, baby.
Justin Gabriel and Tyson Kidd victorious tonight over Adrian Neville and Sami Zayn in our main event on NXT.